Welcome back to Quick Crypto, ladies and gentlemen, and all of the above. It makes it now 2 weeks straight of streaming, 14 days, I believe, which is massive news. I've loved every single stream, and we've got some very bullish stuff to cover in this video. And this stream, as all my streams, I seem to always find some good information to cover. And I'm saying this now for those who are tuning in, rewatching the recording, or for those who are just joining the stream right now. Definitely stay tuned for tomorrow, because I have just found some very big information, but I want to get all the information and the sources together properly before I make a proper stream about it. So tomorrow's stream is going to be even bigger than this one. I'm very sure. It covers the KII. Recently just went through the roundtable, and yeah, it is absolutely nuts. Part of the reason why I was a little bit late to the stream today, I apologize, 5 minutes late. But yeah, what I've heard in that stream, that roundtable, was nuts, and I'm going to go so much more deeper into it tomorrow. Might make a video on it as well, and it makes me so very excited for what Kaspa's doing in the future. Right now we can see Kaspa valued at 16.87 cents, down 0.6% on the daily time frame. And from what I heard from the KII, I am so optimistic that Kaspa is going to be the best project by far and away in this space. I am obviously a bit of a Kaspa max, you could imagine, so maybe it's a bit biased, but yeah, it just I caught the last ending of it and I was so excited. So yeah, crypto's turning around, and Kaspa is in a strong position, stronger than ever, I'd like to say. Thomas Keeves, Trump 2024 Trump mask. Yeah, the stream, I've heard about it. I've heard about the space. I've been listening to it bits and bits. I just hear more and more about to be saying. Harry, my man, welcome. You're welcome to the streams, and yeah, going to be talking more and more. Again, tomorrow's stream's going to be very massive. So definitely tune into that. And at the same time, this stream right now got some big stuff about JP Morgan. You know, America's largest bank. Basically confirming that, like, when I say Super Bowl cycle, that's not me. That's JP Morgan. They're saying commodities, but this is indicative to crypto as well. Super Bowl cycle, the bull super cycle. This is what they said right here. It's not me saying that. So we're going to get into that as well in this stream. Kaspa all the way. It's going to be massive news. So as I'm doing these streams, as always, if you're new, or again, if you love me doing these streams, then please, by all means, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and share with your friends to get the name out there, get the name of Quick Crypto out there. And if you want to learn more, then by all means, please feel free to join my free Discord server. The link is currently in the chat, also in the description of the live stream, and on my homepage. We're just getting into, just a free Discord server where we're growing really quickly. In 2 weeks, we have grown, I think, almost 200 members, 180 or so members now, which is doing very well. We've learned so much already, and we've been able to call some of these market patterns already due to what's happened so far with the Fed cutting rates and whatnot. As I said in my community and on my streams as well, I think we'll see Kaspa continue to consolidate at this value for the time being until we see some more price movement in the real world factors. But a lot of things are happening right now. It's looking very good. Mr. Supdarty, hey, from Perth, Australia. Another man from Australia. You and Leroy now. So it's 11:30 where you are. Yeah, so for those who are unaware as well, stream every single day at the same time. 4 p.m. GBT, 12 p.m. being midday EST, 9 a.m. PT, and 11:30 p.m. in Australia. Those who's tuning from Australia, you guys are the real legends doing your late night grinding. I love it. Love it all. Great job on keeping us updated with Kaspa info. Thank you very much. You're welcome. We're all in this together, right? All trying to learn more. Yo, what's up, my man? Welcome to the streams. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go into the headline of the stream, let's say. We can see this in this post from Smoke here. This is JP Morgan's 2024 mid-year outlook, so at the end of Q2 effectively. So, just gone. July just gone, or June just gone even. And in this post, it's basically talking about the commodity bull super cycle. They're talking about how gold and other precious metals are getting ready to shine in the markets very soon, which is very big news, and I'm going to explain why. Because as we should already know that the central banks for the longest time now have been quietly but gradually accumulating more and more gold, stockpiling it over the last few years. Been happening for a very long time, and this is what they've been waiting for. And we have been seeing this now. If you look at the look in the futures, and we look at gold right now, we can see. Gold is continuously increasing in price, and it has been over the span of the last since 2016. So 2016 has been increasing ever so slightly, just going up in price, and that's going to continue happening for the meantime. JP Morgan says so as well. And if you look back here again, they say that commodity prices will continue to push higher over the next 6 to 12 months, the bull cycle, so to speak, and gold prices will likely be further supported later this year by Fed rate cuts. If you've been watching my streams and you're in my service, you should already know that there's effectively a 100% chance that in September there will be rate cuts. In 2 weeks' time, or just a little over 2 weeks, there will be rate cuts. And this is going to affect the price of gold and affect everything else. But why is commodity bull super cycle, gold increasing in price, why is this good for crypto and for Kaspa as well? Well, to put it simply, this is bullish because it showcases an increased investor interest in alternative assets as opposed to just the fiat and the dollar, which has been used for the longest time. They're now ditching fiat and choosing to, and think about it, every time there's a problem with the financial market, we always go back to the safe haven buying of going back to gold. All the time. Every time fiat's dying, we go back to gold because that's the safe haven, that's the reliable asset. And right now, we are starting to see crypto have a similar effect because crypto right now is being incorporated into the backbone of our monetary system. That's not speculation, that is fact. You can look it up. Crypto right now, blockchain technology is being incorporated into the backbone of our monetary system. And that matter, investors might deem that crypto might be a safe haven buying opportunity as well because it's very, very undervalued and it's about to explode. This year to next year, this bull cycle is going to be the shift that we're going to see right now. Also, again, regarding the rate cuts, the Fed say that the gold's going to, increase with rate cuts and whatnot. This is historically, which I've shown again in previous videos. Historically, the easing in monetary policies, the cutting of rates, has always correlated to bull markets. I mean, every time the rates are cut, here we've seen a correction, yes, but then that's always turned around and gone back up. We can see here over the span of years, and every time there's rate cuts, that's when the bull market happens. It's what happened historically. So again, bullish for crypto, that we're seeing JP Morgan talking about this as well. And also, with inflation, when inflation increases, cryptocurrencies have also been, crypto has always been seen and considered as a potential hedge against inflation because it's more volatile and it won't be affected as much. And then the final factor is the institutional adoption, right? This here, from JP Morgan Buy More Commodities, and also there are sources out there, countless of them, which I will bring up in my next live stream. Countless sources of JP Morgan who are getting heavily involved, and other large FIs getting heavily involved into crypto, into blockchain technology. JP Morgan have a thing called the Onyx blockchain. So this is also showcasing that we are seeing this shift happen now. We're seeing a shift happen from the fiat and the old monetary policy to the new one, with crypto and commodities now taking the forefront of this incoming super bull cycle. So this is very, very big news for what's going to happen with crypto and projects like Kaspa in particular. So again, this is why I'm so very bullish. Sure, my man, hello from South Boston, Mass. Wow, I'm getting people all over the world. My man Leroy again from Australia, and also from and Mr. Supdarty, both from Perth, Australia. So yeah, all across the world, man. We're going worldwide, and we're going to grow more and more and more. Mohammed, hello, how are you? I'm good, my friend, I'm good. Every day grinding, getting my research, getting my knowledge up. How are you doing? I hope to hear from you as well. Andy A just bought 606 fresh Kaspa coins. Well, you're still filling your bags, and I think you are in a strong position. I still think you can see lower lows for Kaspa coming in the immediate short term, but again, from what I just heard from the KII, which I can't wait to re-listen to that and just dissect it, there's a lot coming for Kaspa that makes me even more bullish. So, yeah, it's Kaspa being at 16.75 cents, down 1.31% on the daily time frame. It's down because, in my opinion, it's down right now because Bitcoin lost 60k again. Sucks to suck, but at the same time, this is a bear trap, a lead up to the bull market. We're going to see an explosion, and JP Morgan have confirmed we're going to see a bull super cycle in the next 6 to 12 months. So this bull cycle is going to be the biggest one we've seen. This is JP Morgan. JP Morgan saying, it's not me. This is JP Morgan saying this. They are the biggest bank in America. Very, very big news. So it's great. It's so exciting right now. Everyone hoping for Kaspa to hit at least $2-3 minimum 25. I think Kaspa should hit $2 to $3 minimum 2025, just based on what they're developing, and then the unknown factor, which could be crucial, being the institutional adoption and with the KII. Kaspa, the KII could be so very big, and I am so excited to see what the KII will bring to Kaspa, more so now than ever before, and it could honestly be game-changing, so game-changing. I can't wait to see what they're going to do, and I think that will help Kaspa push above $3 in this bull cycle, my personal opinion. Awesome, bro. Are you in? Oh, this is Leroy and Super Mr. Sup Doughty, both in Australia, listening to me right now. Pakistan, my man. There you go. All around the world, we're going worldwide. Love to hear from all of you. Love from Ireland. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, yeah, literally everywhere. So it's great stuff to see that we've got such a wide diversity of people who are so bullish in the future of crypto and Kaspa and want to learn more, which is, you know, why I'm so bullish in this space. Yeah, it's also why, for this reason, why I created a free Discord server, which I know Leo is a part of, and some other people in this server, in this live right now, also part of it. Free Discord server, we're trying to build our knowledge, trying to learn more, and we have learned so much already. I've learned a lot from it already in the 2 weeks since it's been live, and we'll continue to learn much more. As Leo says, yeah, join the Discord. It is honestly worthwhile. Like, it's free to join, and we're just building our knowledge right now, learning about more crypto projects and more bullish stuff about Kaspa. I'm going to make an announcement regarding it, about big Kaspa updates, when I go through this roundtable, which I'm going to go through, and I cannot wait. It's very bullish from what I've heard. But yeah, if you look at it right now, go back to some more Kaspa news for us right now, we can see that as it stands right now, why is Kaspa's hash rate going parabolic? We can have a look. If we go look at the 2minus.com Kaspa hash rate, we can see on the daily right now, Kaspa's peaked at 848. So that's another new all-time high now. It was 844 yesterday, and it's 48. So it's still going higher and higher and higher. And the reason why is because more and more people are getting into mining Kaspa. More and more people, and this is very big news. And for those who are unaware, the hash rate is indicative for a proof of work project, because the hash rate showcases the increasing adoption while increasing the security. So this means Kaspa's project is growing more and more bullish, like it's getting more adoption, and its security is also increasing as well. And with that will just mean, if I'm seeing the hash rate go up, I'm like, okay, so it's got higher adoption and it's becoming more secure. Well, I want to get into it even more now. Like, it's even more secure. That's even more incentive to want to be in Kaspa, and it's going in adoption. I mean, I'm bringing these websites. I should have these preloaded. I'm bringing them all up now on my little Word document. But we can see, if you look at the address for Kaspa right now as well, we can see that again it's going up. It's gone from 406,000 to 407,000. It's going up more and more and more. We're losing some whales and humpbacks, which is why the price is also consolidating right now. But ultimately, it's still increasing in price, increasing in adoption. And that's why we're seeing the hash rate go higher and higher as well, which is very big news. And yeah, we can see this post from Dr. Martin Heisberg. I'm going to read through it now. He is Upholst Director of Research, and he's very knowledgeable in this space. I mean, he's paid to be knowledgeable, right? And he talked about Marathon Digital Holdings with Kaspa. When Marathon started mining Kaspa, they said, as evidenced by both internal and external research, the Kaspa ASICs are some of the most profitable computing devices on the market, which is very big news. At the time of writing, a Kaspa mining KS5 Pro is capable of producing approximately $79 a day in profit, compared to around Bitcoin mining, which is S31, which is $11.13 a day. So there's a 7x. You have 7 times more money and returns from using Kaspa than Bitcoin right now. With this level of profitability, we expected to see more rapid payback from the Kaspa ASICs to date. Marathon has generated around 93 million Kaspa, which is $15 million. Since they started profiting, profitability has declined to 22. This is a tough market, but ultimately we can see that Bitcoin is declining, but Kaspa is increasing. And as much as we saw recently, I'm not sure if I retweeted it or did I don't think I retweeted it. I think I've got it here though. Or maybe I did retweet it. Hopefully I did. Where's my here? Did I retweet it about Marathon buying? Yeah, here you go. Bitcoin miner Marathon has raised 250 million more to buy more Bitcoin. Now I saw something about this being blown a little bit out of proportion, but regardless, apparently they're raising a lot to buy more Bitcoin. But from this post here, we can see it's more profitable for them to do it with Kaspa. So it's likely we could see a shift. Now the reason they probably won't do this immediately is because, well, Marathon is Bitcoin miner. If they switch all to Kaspa, that'd be bad for Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin max would be very upset. But ultimately, we can see it's seven times more profit from mining Kaspa. It makes more sense to do it with Kaspa. This is very bullish. I apologize. I don't want to butcher the pronunciation of that. I don't want to butcher about vacation in that country. I mean, you're watching from a vacation. You're taking a vacation watching me, man. That's ultimate love. I love you for that. You're a legend. If KRC20 launch is successful, Kaspa will get to 30 cents fast. I mean, I think so. I don't see why not. KRC20 should be launched by the end of this month, if not early September. And from what I have heard, like this, from this position right now, leading up to October and then beyond, there is so much incoming for Kaspa that I feel like we are generally on the verge of seeing an explosion. Like it could really be any day. Now, I'm saying that I do still believe that we may see lower lows incoming, because right now in this week, let's say, there's nothing immediately happening for Kaspa, but all the news coming out, when you get closer to the announcement actually coming out, that's when the FOMO probably starts building up. When the FOMO starts building up, then you see the price start to accelerate. So I think we are on the verge of seeing an explosion with KRC20, with the KII partnership, with Kraken potentially listing, sometime in September, if not earlier as well. Rate cuts, which will see a decline in the market, but then increase as well as the market stabilizes. JP Morgan again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which I'll go through again at some point and later on in the live, showcasing that we're going to enter a commodity bull super cycle, and that will be indicative of how big crypto is going to be as well. So much coming right now. Jardel, my man, sup man? What's your prediction for Kaspa 2025 bull run? Thanks. My prediction for Kaspa 2025, it varies depending on certain catalysts and factors. Conservative, I think I'd say conservative in my opinion, $3. Realistic is $5, and then bullish but potential is $7, and then 10 is possible if we get absolutely everything we need. And that depends, but that also $10 is also depending on the wildcard factor of the Kaspa Industrial Initiative. So what I think we need to, ultimately $5 is where I'm aiming for Kaspa in this bull cycle, but I'm holding Kaspa long term, so I don't really care where it ends up because I'm holding it till it reaches 100, if not 1,000. But for $10 Kaspa, for those who are wondering why I think that, KRC20 needs to come out. We need to see 10 BPS incorporated onto the mainnet, so KRC20 running on 10 BPS, that will be very, very good. We need to see the exchange listings, which Kraken seem to be around the corner, same with Binance. OKX is part of the KEF. Coinbase funded the original research and seems to have connection to Kaspa as well. We need to see loads of tier 1s for Kaspa as well to see that. We need to see smart contracts. That's the big defining factor for me that will allow Kaspa to reach potentially $10, because smart contracts will allow Kaspa to blow Ethereum out of the water, because that will compete with Ethereum. Without smart contracts, Kaspa could compete with Solana and Tron, I'm sure. But without smart contracts, Ethereum still has that leg up. So once we get smart contracts, it will blow Ethereum out of the water, and then we get Kaspa being more dominant than Ethereum, and that's very, very big as well. So with all of that, and then you've got, the soon incorporation of Dagonite and everything else, I think if we have all of that coming in this bull cycle, which is asking for a lot, and I think is quite tough to get, but if we do get that, then I see $10. And again, the wildcard being KII from, again, when I go through this roundtable, I'm going to dissect it. I want to hear what they said, because I heard them mention something about they're incorporating stuff right now to combat with XRP and Ripple, and the reason why that's big news is because XRP and Ripple is right now the asset of choice for institutions to be used as a bridging asset. So if KII are trying to find a way to let Kaspa compete with them, so institutions will choose Kaspa over them, imagine Kaspa being used as the bridging asset between the likes of JP Morgan and Bank of America. That would be massive, massive news. So again, the KII could be a crucial key factor of Kaspa exploding in adoption and price. So I'm I'm very optimistic about what's going to come in the future. Minimum $3, yeah. I think $3 is my conservative prediction. My man. Thank you very much for that, promoting Kaspa, and again being in these streams. You're a legend. In 10 days, it will be 1 year since I got my first Kaspa coin. Wow, 1 year anniversary for Andy in 10 days. Well, hopefully you'll still be in this live stream in 10 days, because I don't see a reason why I won't be making live stream still. So yeah, that's massive. That's massive news. I don't remember when I first bought Kaspa. It was so long ago. I bought it at 5 cents. I've been just filling my bag ever since then. I don't even know when, but I've been buying Kaspa for a long, long time, and I've been looking at Kaspa even longer. So it's been definitely over a year for me, I feel like. But I'm very, very excited for where this future's going to go. I unsubscribed from a YouTuber that said $3 Kaspa. I mean, I don't think $3 is a bad prediction. Like I think $3 is achievable. I think it's very, very achievable. So I don't think it's bad by any means. But at the same time, I think Kaspa has the potential to go higher than that because there's so much coming in for it. And every time I hear people say $3, that for me is based on the fact that Kaspa's doing really, really well. And that's based on the power law. Which the power law, again, I need to get the graph for the power law, which is basically a band that showcases the, a band that kind of goes like that, which showcases the price of a project over time. So the emission schedule. And on that emission schedule, on the power law, it states that it will be between $1.20 to $3 for Kaspa. And Kaspa, in my opinion, will definitely reach the upper end of that band. But it does not take into account the institutional adoption, the KRC20, the 10 BPS, the tier 1 exchange listings, the smart contracts, the Ethereum rollup, everything else that Kaspa is building, the stablecoin that they'll be building as well. That will, in my opinion, let Kaspa soar above the power law, power band, and much higher, which is why I think $3 is conservative. I think it can go much higher. MCR, remember GPU mining Kaspa getting 10,000 plus Kaspa a day. Gosh, imagine 10,000 Kaspa a day. That is absolutely nuts. Over that even, that's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Oh, just spoke about it. Anyways, what about the power law? If you believe in dates, 1st or 25th will be 46, end October will be $1. I mean, again, as I just mentioned, the power law, I think power law is a good indicator to see, to give a rough estimate of a proof of work project. Like Bitcoin follows the power law, but at the same time, Bitcoin doesn't. Bitcoin will follow the power law until we get to a bull cycle where it blows above the power law, more often than not, because there's so much adoption with it. And Kaspa's followed the power law more religiously, but it's not been in a bull market yet. And again, power law does not showcase, does not take into account the other indicators that will be really, really bullish for Kaspa. So I think we'll definitely see a $3 Kaspa and higher than that potentially. And then when the bear market starts and the FOMOs die down, we'll see Kaspa correct back into the power law, and we'll see it go up from there to reach 10, 50, 100 and so on for the years and years to come. If Kaspa doesn't reach at least 40 cents in December and stayed at this price, in my opinion, Kaspa cannot reach $1. That's why Kaspa not reach. I think that's a fair assumption. If Kaspa not reach 40 cents by December, then hitting $1 before the end of end of this year definitely would be very, very hard. But I think there's a high possibility we should see Kaspa surpass 40 before December. And I still believe, I mean, again, I'm not a financial advisor, I could be wrong. Again, I'm holding Kaspa long term, so I'm not particularly fussed what price Kaspa get to at what time. I just know, in my opinion, it's going to keep going up. But I think Kaspa could reach $1 before the end of this year, and that'd be massive as well. I couldn't agree more. I love Tech 5 as well. Good morning, Beav, my man, here every single stream. Love you for that. 5 would be awesome, yep. My first Kaspa at 0.002. Oh gosh, how early was that? That's another massive Kaspa holder in my stream. I had someone else earlier who put it at 0.0004, I think. So yeah, so you got in round here, damn. This is the MEXC chart, not the full Kaspa chart, so could have got in probably a little bit earlier, but at some point that's still nuts. Absolutely crazy. So big congratulations to you, my friend, and I'm jealous of your bag, definitely, but at the same time, we're all going to be millionaires with Kaspa, so what does it matter? Whether it's how early you get into. If you get into it at any point before $1 and you're holding it long term, I think you're golden. Can Kaspa perform like Ethereum in the long run? Kaspa can outperform Ethereum in the long run. I think Kaspa will easily outperform Ethereum in the long run. I think Ethereum with proof of work failed, but it's proof of stake with a layer 2, and the reason why it's number 2 in crypto is because it has smart contracts. Kaspa has stuck to proof of work. It's more decentralized than Ethereum, it's more scalable than Ethereum, and it's more secure than Ethereum. And it will also have smart contracts. It will blow Ethereum out of the water, and it will perform much better. I remember when I was around... Wow. You are an OG in this space, my friend. He said $2 to $3 tops. Yeah, no. I think he's basing it off the power law. I mean, again, I'm not going to slander anyone else's opinion. I think... ultimately, whatever it goes up to is not that, it's not a problem for me. As long as it goes up, I don't really care. And I think it's going to go up here and further beyond. But if Kaspa's so good, why tier 1 exchanges aren't listing... Okay, well, Michael, let's keep this PG. It's a family channel. But if Kaspa's so good, why tier 1's listing the rubbish coins and not Kaspa? Okay. These crypto projects, meme coins or anything else, all in the top 100, for example, all these rubbish coins, right? They pay these exchanges to list the project. More often than not, they pay them. Not always, but more often than not they do. That's how they get listed onto it. Kaspa is a fair launch proof of work, no pre-allocations, no pre-mining to the developers, none of that. So the developers don't have the funding, nor they want to do it anyway, I imagine, but they don't have the funding to go to the likes of Binance or Kraken or Coinbase to say, yeah, here's X amount of Kaspa, here's an X amount of money, list our project. If they do that, that defeats the point of being decentralized. So these exchanges have to accumulate their own liquidity and accumulate their own Kaspa to have enough to then list it themselves. Kaspa's not paying them to do it like other projects are doing it. They have to do it themselves. That's why Kaspa's not getting listed, but these other projects are. But Kaspa is going to get listings. I got it in I'm trying to find the source. I know I've got it saved somewhere. Again, I got this information through my free Discord, which again, shameless plug, I'm going to link it once again. But my Discord, we've learned so much in it already. And in my Discord, I was informed by a member that in an interview with I'm going to try and get the thing up whilst I'm talking about it. But in an interview with some of the Kaspa members, I think it was Wolfie who spoke about it. They were talking about how Kaspa have been talking with these the top 6 exchanges for 6 months, and some listings seem to be on the horizon, but they couldn't confirm when because, well, they're not allowed to know that sort of stuff. But they've been talking to the exchanges for a very, very long time. Okay, it's that one there, which is going to be this post here. Yes, Billy Goat Tales in this space, which was done a week ago now, 2-hour stream. At the 30-minute to 35-minute mark, you can hear Wolfie talking about it, and he's talking about how they've been talking and interacting with the massive exchanges for quite some time now, for 6 months. So it's not like they don't know about them. They know about Kaspa. They just haven't launched it yet because they need to build up the liquidity for it first. But we're going to get the exchange listing, and we're going to get some of them this year, I'm sure. Kraken probably be this year. Binance could be this year as well. And I'm sure we'll get most, if not all, in this bull cycle. And we're going to see Kaspa's price go parabolic from here, I'm very, very sure. Trying to catch up to all the chats. I'm going to... Jeez, man. Goku, you better say Kaspa hit $10. I mean, yeah, $10 would be amazing. You got in at 7... You got in at... Wow. Okay, you got in at 0.0, so a 1/10, almost a 1/5 of a cent. That is, yeah, absolutely massive. You are living life right now already, without a shadow of a doubt. You all got an early thanks to Crypto Galaxy, I guess. Yeah, Crypto Galaxy has done a decent job of raising awareness for this project because he was a very early cover on this content. I hope Kaspa takes over Ethereum and Solana. Kaspa will, in my opinion, definitely flip Solana. And Ethereum, I think it will do, but it'll take longer. Because obviously Ethereum's the second biggest token right now, so it will take longer. Definitely. And yes, I think that's a good prediction. 3 to 10 is what I've been saying as well. What's long term? Taking profits late 2025. I mean, I'm taking profit. My strategy for holding Kaspa is taking profits at 1, 2, 3. You know, little take profits here and then whatever I believe the top to be, which I will decide later on into the bull market because I can't call that now. I need to see what development's happening right now, closer to the time. But when I see the top, where I believe the top's going to come in, I'll take a bigger portion out. But ultimately, I'm still going to be holding Kaspa. I'm not going to be out of Kaspa. So yeah, if you don't say it will be good, be in between, get out. I mean, yeah, it's going to be between 3 and 10. I think that's a very realistic prediction to have. When do you think more contracts could come? From what I saw in a YouTube, I think it might have been on Kaspa's YouTube page. I can't remember which one. I'll try and find out for the next stream as well. What I saw from Kaspa's YouTube page, they were speaking about the incorporation of smart contracts takes 18 to 24 months, which would therefore mean, and they spoke about it in like July or June, so we could probably see it potentially end of 2025 bull market, if not, hopefully early 2026 bear market, which would just stem the bleeding of Kaspa's correction and crash. I think Kaspa is 5 realistic. Yeah, difficult to list Kaspa, fair launch, but yeah, that's precisely why Binance have opened up mining pools to build up the liquidity of Kaspa. Precisely that. If you get into top 10, where do you see Kaspa market cap? I think Kaspa, if you look at crypto projects right now, you know, the market cap of top 10 would be 12 trillion. I think Kaspa easily reaches 10 trillion in this cycle. And I think it most likely will surpass that as well. I think I would not be surprised to see where do I think? I mean, I think we could potentially see 50 trillion plus, 100 trillion maybe in this bull cycle, putting it in top 5. I think we'll definitely see. Again, it depends on the developments coming out. It depends on developments coming out, because if everything Kaspa's trying to build does not come out, then unfortunately, I think Kaspa's going to break 10, definitely break 10, and then depending on what other developments come out, we can see it break 50, if not even 100. But it really depends. Smart contract, the KRC20 and how successful that is, the Ethereum roll up, all that sort of stuff. Like, we need to see a lot of these developments happening, and again, the KII and what they are building with Kaspa, because it sounds very, very interesting right now. Do you think the bull market 25 will be explosive 21? Bigger, far bigger. Institution, like David says, institution now in the game, and this here is JP Morgan. Again, going through this now. JP Morgan have posted a 2024 mid-year outlook. Commodity prices showed renewed upside. They're talking about commodities, so that's, real precious metal, like gold and other precious metals, so, gold, silver, that sort of stuff. And they're saying that it's going to get ready to shine in the markets very, very soon. Talking about 6 to 12 months, they're going to see them push higher. Right now, fiat is collapsing, so as always, the institutions are now falling back onto the safer assets, being gold. That's what they always do. When the money is struggling, when fiat's struggling, they go back to gold. But this is actually very, very bullish for crypto. The reason why is because this also showcases an increased investor interest in alternative assets, as opposed to fiat interest into alternative assets. And crypto right now is being incorporated as blockchain technology into the backbone of the monetary system. So whereas gold is riding, you might also see the alternative asset class. Crypto is still very, very new, it's a small niche, but it's got a lot of upside potential right now leading into a bull market. So we potentially see these institutions flip and start incorporating crypto and see a lot of upside with that, because gold going up as well. Again, gold's a safe haven. Crypto might be seen as a safe haven as well. Not to mention that, again, historically, every single time the Fed cuts rates, which again, JP Morgan states in this paper, that gold prices will likely be further supported later this year by Fed rate cuts. We should know they are coming next month in September. We'll hear the FOMC meeting end of this month, 30th, 31st of August. And we'll see rate cuts. And that will, as always, see correction in the market, but that will also be the signal, so to speak, to start the bull cycle, to see the upside potential. Not to mention that crypto is also seen as a hedge against inflation. And again, this is just showcasing the institutional adoption coming to crypto. The institutions are so heavily involved in this space that this bull market, in my opinion, is going to be far bigger than we've ever seen in our lifetime. So much so that it's so hard for anyone to predict where it's going to be at. It's so massive. If you hit 10 trillion on market cap for 10, maybe 15. 10 trillion, I think it's potential. It's hard to say, because again, it really depends on what's coming out. There's some people saying bull run is over. Yeah, those people who are saying it are the people who are emotional and they aren't logical. As I say in my videos all the time at my endings, don't be emotional, be logical. People who say the bull run's over have just literally just seen this correction in the market, and said, oh yeah, crypto's coming back down. This is a bear trap. You can't say crypto is over and it's dying when all the institutions are talking about crypto. And also, we are sitting at 60k. We are sitting at 60k. This is higher than this is almost at its peak of this last bull cycle. 69k was the bull cycle peak of 2021. It's already at 60k, and we haven't started the bull cycle yet. This is going to be much bigger than we've ever seen before. There's no doubt about it. And again, we are seeing a lot of indication that there's going to be a lot of upside coming for us very, very soon. A lot of upside. Marathon, going to start wanting to get into more Kaspa, I'm sure of it. We've got all this sort of stuff as well. Look, again, proof we're seeing a upside incoming. Major banks. This is the start of wave 2 institutional adoption. BlackRock and Fidelity and 21 Shares, they are wave 1. They are the initial start, and we've seen a lot of upside potential in the market already with that. This is the start of wave 2. Major banks are now buying Bitcoin ETFs. Goldman Sachs with $2.8 trillion. Morgan Stanley with $1.4 trillion. Wells Fargo, $600 billion. And it's going to keep going up more and more and more. Crypto.com has become UEFA Champions League official crypto partner. Real world factors are taking place where we're seeing a shift where crypto is becoming accepted as a form of... It's becoming accepted. This would never happen a year ago or 2 years ago. This would never have happened. But it's happening now. Football, UEFA Champions League, the biggest tournament in the world, arguably, is now actually getting adoption from crypto.com. MasterCard and MetaMask, which is Ethereum's one of the Ethereum sidechain, I believe, is launching a debit card. Again, really, really big news. UK unemployment rate is falling to 4.2%. This is also good because it showcases that we're now starting to see some stability coming back to the economy. For at least in the UK, I know in America it's still struggling, and America's economy for the financial market is more important because America is the financial capital of the world. But again, we are starting to see a turn in the market, and that's just means we're going to see more liquidity coming in as well. Goldman Sachs reports holding over 400 million in spot Bitcoin ETFs in the new SEC filing. There's so much incoming right now. So much incoming. I'm sorry about that, my man. I try to stream every single time at the same day, every single time. If you're late, then feel free to rewatch the stream from the beginning, and at the same time, I've still got another 20 minutes or so at least. So you're never too late to learn. And at the same time, I'm pretty sure you're also in my Discord server, my free Discord server, where you can learn a lot more anyways. I learn a lot more in Discord server. I'm much more interactive in there, building on knowledge about everything that's coming out. I'm going to be making my weekly report again tomorrow about everything that's happened this week. So for those who are new members who, don't want to go through, could be tens, if not at this point, hundreds of documents in the past, 2 weeks since I've launched it, then there'll be a weekly wrap up tomorrow, which you can go through. If this is the biggest bull run ever, $5-10 Kaspa, yeah, that's also what I'm saying. Due to institutional adoption, this could be the biggest bull run ever, and we could see Kaspa go to price that people don't predict. If institutions weren't here, I could say, yeah, maybe $3 would be the highest end, but institutions are here. So I think $3 is just a conservative prediction. We'll see higher, I'm sure. My first bank Kaspa at 0.03. Wow. 3 cents been buying every day since today. You are living life, my friend. When will Kaspa be expensive in terms of not worth any more to buy? I mean, it depends how you see it. I'm going to be buying Kaspa for the rest of my life. Even now, people are buying Bitcoin at 60k. People still buy Bitcoin at 60k. So is there a time when you won't buy Kaspa? That's up to you to decide. For me, I'm going to be buying Kaspa for the rest of my life, I'm sure. So, I mean, in this cycle, I'd say maybe at $5 would be a bit too much at that point, or maybe $4. But I'm still be buying Kaspa all the way. And you're in it right now, so, make the most of it right now when it's at, below 20 cents, 16.8 cents right now. Kaspa has a very nice chart and textbook upward trend. Wouldn't an extreme breakout towards $5 ruin this beautiful chart? Yeah, I guess, but it would ruin the beautiful chart, but you'd make money off it, would you not? And at the end of the day, Kaspa's still going to be going up in time. $5 is nothing compared to where it'll be in the future, so, it's temporary, right? Chirp with the super chat, my man. Thank you very much for the support. I love you for that. And cheers for the content. You are very, very welcome. Again, I make these streams daily now. This is my officially now the 2-week anniversary, if you will. I've been doing it for 14 days, every single day, at the same time. Now, well, it was a bit hit or miss at the beginning, so I didn't know what time was best, and I decided now best time is 4 p.m. GBT, 12 p.m., which is midday EST, 9 a.m. PT. I know it's a little bit earlier, but unfortunately I have to do it at that time because for my man's Leroy, and also for my man's Mr. Supdarty from Australia, it's 11:30 p.m. there, so they're almost midnight for them. It's actually midnight now, and they're still here learning, so very, very big. I thank them so much. So thank you very much for being here. And yeah, with what's to come for Kaspa, so bullish, so incredibly bullish. Will the early miners buyers rug pull us? There's always a worry of that. I get that. But don't get me wrong. You look at the wallet holders, wallet addresses right now. You can see the large percentage of the split, the diversity in the supply. Majority right now is in the sharks, and then it goes to whales and dolphins and humpbacks and whatnot. So the smaller addresses make up a smaller portion of it, yes. But the adoption of Kaspa is growing more and more and more. Much, much more. So I think it's sticking true to its nature of being decentralized. And it's sticking to that right now. So I think it will be, dare I say, possible, but borderline, it'll be so incredibly hard to rug pull Kaspa. For anyone to rug pull Kaspa, because it's decentralized. It's got such a wide diversity. I'm not sure how much the early miners have. They're probably in the humpback category, if not the top end of the whale category. But you still got, again, majority of it being dolphins and sharks. If they took out a lot of money, a lot of people who are switched on will think, okay, well, that's a great opportunity then just to buy more, right? just to buy more Kaspa. Like if I see the whales and hummus getting out of it and Kaspa then drops to, let's say, 5 cents somehow, I'm throwing a party. Oh my gosh, I'm throwing a party. If I see a 5 cent Kaspa again, I'm going to look at Twitter, see all the FUD coming through, like the Vinci Jeremy, and I'll be like, yeah, thank you for funding the project because Kaspa's going down and I'm buying up more because this project's not going to stay that way forever. So, I mean, I guess the answer, in my opinion, is unlikely. Very, very unlikely because of its nature of being decentralized. Other projects, it's easier to do so because the developers make up a large portion of the holdings, but Kaspa's decentralized, so probably not. I say $2 to $3, but I know people who are saying 5 to 10. It's the way it works in your head, but you predict based on your own bias and not so much on the real market cap. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to bring up again. I talk about this quite a bit in my streams because market cap's important, don't get me wrong. I admit market cap's important, but you've got to understand that we're going into a new space. We're going into a new market where things are changing. This is from the Stocks Digital Asset Blue Chip Index. This is for institutions confirming, for institutional investors. And they are confirming focuses on high quality digital assets investments based on their adoption, security, community, and innovation. Not just market cap. Market cap in the future is not going to matter. It's really, really not. Like, market cap's important right now, and it's still a good indicator, don't get me wrong, but in where we're going right now, market cap's not going to be the deciding factor. It's going to be how good the technology is. And well, we could all agree that when it comes to the adoption of Kaspa growing as it is with the hash rate, which we've been seeing more and more, Kaspa's security, its decentralized nature, its community, and its innovation, the KII, Kaspa's the best Kaspa's the best there is. So this is just more bullish news for Kaspa where it's going to be in the future. So market cap is important, but it's not the do or die. Same thing with the power law. Power law is important. It's a good indicator, but it's not the do or die. With institutional adoption, many things are changing in this market, and it's going to completely shake the space up. Do you have some fan in your background? Keep this shush shush sound. I apologize, Andy, my man. I think it might be the washing machine. I apologize for that. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it is, then we'll make sure it's not on tomorrow and for the future, because if it's, I can imagine it's quite frustrating and annoying to hear. I'm used to it, so I just kind of zone it out. But again, if it's annoying, I promise I'll turn it off the next time. 5 cents and I'd be all in. Exactly. If 5 cents, I'd sell all my limbs. I'd sell every kidney I have. I'd sell my house. I'd sell everything. Go all in and watch the reversal happen immediately and buy it all back. Well, I wouldn't be able to buy my limbs back, I guess, but I think it'd be why not? Kaspa must only get to the Ethereum's 2017 market cap, which is 135 billion, to reach $5-6, which it should be very possible. I mean, yeah, I think Kaspa will blow a lot of these projects out of the water thanks to KRC20 and smart contracts alone, which will be coming sooner than we imagine, I'm sure. And the KII will be a critical factor in that as well, which, again, I'm about to go through. I listened to the last, I think, maybe 10 minutes of this, the Kaspa Roundtable from Wolf Web3, and I'm going to be listening to this whole hour. This is why the stream started a little bit late, because it slightly ran past 4. So I started a little bit late because I was listening to the last end of it, but I'm going to listen to this recording when I finish the stream and dissect it, because what I heard in the last 10 minutes got me so excited for what's coming to Kaspa with KII alone. The fact that Kaspa is going to literally take over this crypto space, from what I heard. So yeah, I mean, don't leave the stream now, please, because there's still more to talk about, but that's what I'm going to be listening to very, very shortly. And yeah, Kaspa's doing a lot of amazing things. And again, with what JP Morgan states here, we are starting to see the wave 2 incoming, and the confirmation that this bull market is going to be absolutely massive. So stuff like Kaspa, projects like Kaspa, are about to turn on its head and go parabolic sooner than you expect, I'm sure. Why not selling now? Because Kaspa's undervalued. Kaspa's at 16.89 cents, down 0.5% on the daily time frame. Kaspa, what best case scenario, like best or worst, however you want to say it, but Kaspa, I think at the best I think this might have been the bottom for Kaspa. Best case scenario is see Kaspa come back down to 10 cents, but I think that's highly, highly unlikely. This is probably Kaspa's like bottom here. We might see Kaspa come back down to 13 cents potentially. We'll have to see how the week pans out, but I don't like that's what if I were to sell, I'm saving myself a potential for a 20% dip. So what? I strongly believe that with what's happening in the market right now, again, wave 2 is here. We are seeing wave 2 is here. With everything happening right now, we're still going to see a lot of, consolidation, upwards and downwards momentum in the markets to see for the next month. I'm sure this month is going to be, kind of a consolidation period, like I've been saying, the bear trap. But I'm sure we're going to start seeing some price volatility coming towards the end of the month. Rate cuts, we'll see some consolidation again, and then we'll start seeing the upward momentum with Kraken listings, with KII, with KRC20 launch. That's what's happening from the end of August to September. We're going to see the KRC20 come out. We are going to see the KII announce their industry partnerships, or some of them, because they also announced in the roundtable. They're not going to announce all of them because they are NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, so they can't announce all of them, but they're going to announce some of them. And we are also going to see, so KII is going to happen in September as well, some announcements of that and an enterprise event. And we're also going to see, most likely in September, we're going to see Kraken listing. The reason why I say most likely is I covered it in my last stream. Basically, every time Kraken announce a listing on their roadmap, it apparently takes them 4 to 6 months to make that listing official. No, 4 to 6 weeks, my apologies. 4 to 6 weeks to make it official. So and we got that announcement last week. So that means by the end of this month, going into mid-September, we should see the listing. But that's not to mention as well that Kraken also by 20th of May 2024. So again, 3 months ago, they decided they want to change their plans to make sure they make their listings happen more streamlined, happen faster. So yeah. So I think that we're going to see potentially a Kraken listing very, very soon. So I don't think Kaspa will have much downside potential from here, if any at all, and we'll start seeing Kaspa go up. Okay, well, I'm not going to show that chat, Yuri Ben, because again, it's meant to be a family stream. Can you please refrain from saying that sort of language? And the reason why I'm not selling now is because, well, I don't need to. I don't need to. I've got a decent bag already in Kaspa. I've been in since 5 cents. I'm just gradually filling my bags more and more and more. And again, for me right now, every opportunity is a good opportunity to buy Kaspa below $1. So that's all I'm doing. Although I am going to have to ask you to at least remove that comment, because that is, I don't want to end up getting banned. If I get banned, then I can't do these streams for you. So let's refrain from using that sort of language, please, in the future. But yeah, we are, again, very, very fortunate to see what's happening with Kaspa right now. Very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. And right now we're just approaching the 50-minute mark. No, I lie. The 47-minute mark, because I started the stream late. So got another 10, 15 minutes left. So if you guys got any question you want to ask me right now, I'm suggesting you start asking them now. Otherwise, then again, we'll go through a little bit more Kaspa news and what's incoming. But again, we're just seeing a lot of positive things to come with Kaspa in the future. Possible entries around 15 to 15.5. Yeah, I think that's possible. Like I said, there's potential more downside for Kaspa. Right now, it's at 16.9. I would not be surprised to see Kaspa come back down to around this region here. I think there's a potential for that, but we'll have to see in the future. We'll have to see in the future, because it depends on the catalyst happening. We've got more incoming for Kaspa right now. We've got a lot of stuff coming for Kaspa right now, and the crypto market, again, we're seeing more investments happening. So we could potentially see this lead to a run-up with Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin starts running up, everything still follows Bitcoin for the most part. So if Bitcoin starts running up, Kaspa's going to follow in suit. If Bitcoin somehow drops further, which I don't think it will by this point, but if it does, then we'll see Kaspa correct more. We'll have to just wait and see, because again, next month is going to be the end of this month to next month, where we're going to see all the developments coming out in place. The Fed rate cuts, the KRC20, the exchange listing potential, the KII, and so on and so forth. And then we'll potentially start seeing Binance get involved a little bit more as well. We'll start seeing the likes of the 10 BPS migration hard fork, because 10 per second is a hard fork, and once the KRC20 is out, I'm sure we'll start seeing 10 BPS incorporated onto the mainnet. I want to believe it happened for the end of this year, but we have no confirmation of that. It's just my personal belief. And then we'll see, more development from then as well. Kas had big moves the last 2 years in November. This November should coincide. Yeah, November also is typically a very, very big time for crypto. September we normally see some corrections for crypto, and then November's big because November, especially this November in particular, is the time of the election. And this election has become a very, very, like, crypto has become a very big factor, a very big political topic now. Crypto policies tend to, I don't like government policies, to be honest, but they coincide with each other, so I have to be informed of them. So when the election happens, depending on who's elected, whether it be Kamala Harris, Trump, or Robert F. Kennedy Jr., or whoever else it may be, whoever wins will affect the price of crypto, depending on how. Because right now, all of them seem to be becoming very, very pro-crypto. I know Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is, I know Trump is, Kamala Harris has switched to become more pro-crypto. But ultimately, as long as they are adopting crypto and releasing policy to accept crypto, and there's no anti-crypto anymore, we'll see crypto turn. And the new election is going to be the kind of the new breath of the new age where crypto is accepted. Where do you see Kaspa February 2025 price-wise? Again, it's tough to say because it depends what happens leading up to the end of this year. If we see a $1 Kaspa, I could see maybe a $1.50. But again, it depends because we could see more exchange listings. We could see it during that period. It depends how many exchange listings we get during that period. It depends how many developers see with KRC20 and whatnot, and what the KRI announced. Because the KRI got announced and launched a month or two ago, if that. So they could do a lot in the span of 2-3 months or whatever, or even 4 months. So I would say conservative prediction, just $1. I'd like to believe maybe $1.20. And then from that point onwards, I think we'll start seeing some really aggressive moves with the crypto market, with Wave 2 adoption. Again, it's hard for me to predict because institutional adoption is going to do such weird, it's hard to predict where crypto is going to go with institutional adoption. It's really, really hard because we're going to see trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. We're already seeing trillions and trillions of dollars flood into crypto. So we could see this money from Bitcoin trickle down into altcoins like Kaspa, and Marathon getting more involved. Because they're making 7 times more money a day from using Kaspa miners than they are from using Bitcoin miners. As he said, typically September is the worst month, and October is the best of the year. Yeah, September you see the rate cuts, the market dips, and then we'll see a reversal, and the market will flip. So that's typically what happens. That's what we're going to see. Goku, I'm sitting 9% at the top of the bull run, saving 10k and buying back during the bear market. I think that's a decent strategy, my friend. Honestly, do. I think we'll see a turnaround soon enough with crypto. And I'm not sure I'm going to sell that much because, maybe I don't know because I'm holding it very, very long term. So it doesn't really bother me either way. But I think, I would personally recommend just holding your Kaspa, at least some of it at some point. Like, I would never completely sell, be completely all out and sell all my Kaspa. And what do you think of people saying there won't be enough liquidity for everyone to take profit on Kaspa? No. Again, we are seeing a shift in the market with institutional adoption and everything else. There's going to be enough liquidity. Again, if Kaspa meant to be the Bitcoin 2.0, which it is, then, and think about it, Bitcoin is still increasing in price. If Kaspa meant to be that Bitcoin, there's going to be enough, that people are always going to be in Kaspa. There's always going to be enough Kaspa for people to have it. So I think it's going to be enough liquidity. People are going to get into it more and more and more. And besides, Kaspa's a proof of work. More of it's being mined. Like we can see right now, currently I think just over 85% of Kaspa is being mined. Just over 85%, 85.17% is being mined, and more is going to happen over time. So there'll be enough liquidity. And when the liquidity gets short and it starts, getting smaller, and there's not enough liquidity about, it'll do what Bitcoin did, and it'll start increasing in price because it has to. Can you please briefly summarize what positive things are in store for us regarding Kaspa in the near future? Most certainly I can. So, for Kaspa in particular, and then I'll briefly cover the institutional as well, which would be a big factor. But for Kaspa in particular, in the next month to 2 months right now, we are going to see the full release, most likely, the full release of the KRC20 Kaspa blockchain. And there has been talk, which I'm going to try and find the source right now. There has been talk of... Okay, it's over. Okay, I'm just going to get the source up right now. I'm trying to find it. I think it is, of course, of Kaspa stablecoin. Is there? There you go. Apologies. Yeah, so we're going to see the KRC20 most likely come up for the end of this month, if not early September. So Kaspa blockchain is going to come out. That's going to allow it to compete with the likes of Solana, Tron, and everything else. So that's very, very big news. Being the first one to solve Trilemma, very big news. The developers are seemingly taking a hand on this as well, and we're going to hopefully see the relaunch of the Kaspa stablecoin as well, because as JP Morgan has stated as well, and every Harvard as well, Harvard Business Reports have stated that stablecoins are very, very important. They make up 8% of liquidity right now. In transactions in the crypto market, stablecoins take about 8% of that. Kas will release their own one, and that will let them compete with, other stablecoins as well. So that's very, very big. We'll see that as well. We will see 10 BPS, which already works. Kaspa has 10 BPS that has Rust. We see it incorporated onto the mainnet as a hard fork. That'll be very, very big. And then we'll see, this migration will go from, constantly between Go and Rust to seeing 100%, because if you can't use Go when Rust is fully there. You'll also then see the likes of the exchange listings, the Krakens, the Binances. You'll see the Coinbases, the OKX, everything else. You'll see a lot coming in from that point onwards. And then you'll see smart contracts. You'll see the DAG nights. You'll see the Ethereum rollups. You see Caspay, increased adoption with Caspa. You'll see the KII and what they are building with Caspa as in energy, but also the financial markets, which, again, they disclose a little bit in here, but they have to keep very, very hush because it's NDAs. They can't speak about it properly yet. It's all early in development. That's just a scope of what's coming for Casper, and there's still so much that I'm sure not all of us know about yet, because again, they have to keep some stuff close to their chest. Casper building a lot right now, and that's why I'm so bullish on Casper's future to be as a proof of work project and what it's going to do for the financial markets. And a lot of these developments are happening. Some of them are happening in this month. Some of them are happening in this year. Some of them are happening in the end of this bull cycle. Some of them won't happen for the next 5-10 years. But ultimately, we're going to see it increase more and more as time goes on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the last cap of mine will be 2037? We can have a look at their mission schedule and see. I mean, it doesn't actually even go that. Wait, does it go that far? Well, I mean, technically speaking, you can continue from the looks of it. I mean, you can continue mining Casper forever. It just gets really, really, it gets smaller and smaller as time goes on. So, point being is, at the moment is Casper's still going to be mined more and more as time goes on. So, I think ultimately Casper's still going to increase in value, and especially as the rewards for Casper get lower and lower. Currently it's at 92, next it's 87. We'll see the hash rate rise. More people have to mine Casper to make more of a profit, and value of Casper will go up as well. But yeah, there's a lot coming for Casper, and that's, again, as I mentioned in answering to Massimo's question, there's a lot to come, and that's why I'm so bullish on this project. So very bullish. And yeah, if you enjoy these live streams, I've been doing them daily, and again, I thoroughly love doing them. So if you enjoy these streams, then please feel free to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends. It's just to spread the word, and also if you're new, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be making these daily, and you're really, really early. If you're watching this stream right now, you're really, really early into crypto and to Casper, and there's a lot coming into that. And crypto is going to see some absolutely explosive games coming in the very, very near future. The next 18 months, in my opinion, is going to be the most important months of our life with crypto, which is why, as I put in the chat right now, I created a free Discord server. I've got almost 200 members already in the span of 2 weeks, growing very, very quickly. And right now we're just building our knowledge to find the true money maker, true crypto gems, to be a part of this big wealth transfer happening right now. So yeah, by all means, come and join. I hope to see you there. I already know a lot of these people in this life right now are part of it, and we've learned a lot already. We're able to call some of these corrects happening in the market. Someone's managed to get in at this bottom down here. I've got in around here and around here. And I'm waiting for the next time I see Casper potentially dip, and I'll get in again. Read them instead of read them. What's up, Quick Crypto? I'm 18 years old with 30k Casper. Is that good? I don't have much money, but how much Casper should I aim for? Well, first off, you are incredibly well informed, I'd like to say, because being 18 years old and having 30k Casper is very, very impressive. It's very impressive. And I can imagine as well that whether you're telling your friends or not, but whether your friends know about it or not, you are already in a very, very comfortable position. If Casper was to reach, just the price of $5, for that, to put it in perspective, that's 150k. So that is a very strong position. And I think you're 18 years old. You're very, very young. I've had people younger in my chat, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. You're very, very young. You're younger than me by a fair margin, and you own 30k Casper. So you're doing very, very well for yourself. I would not be worried at all. Me personally, I am continue filling my bags in Casper. I continue filling them, and I probably won't ever stop. Not having money is always an issue, especially right now, the financial market is how it is. But I again, right now, I think you're in a good position, so I wouldn't stress too much. So congratulations to you, and hopefully I look forward to seeing you driving around in your Lamborghini, my friend. But as it stands right now, that's approaching the hour mark right now. So again, any more questions, I will hold on for another 5 minutes and we'll not ask any more. If not, then I'll be wrapping the stream up right there. And I'll be alive again, same time tomorrow, 4 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. GBT, 12 p.m. EST, 9 a.m. PT, and 11:30 p.m. in Australia for my mans in Australia, Leroy, and also for my man, the Mr. Supdarty. But yeah, again, a lot coming for Kaspa. JP Morgan's confirming we're going to see a massive bull cycle. This in the next six to 12 months. This bull cycle could be absolutely huge. We're going to see a lot happening in the next few months to come. We've got regarding Fed cutting rates, more people getting into Kaspa and mining it. We're seeing hash rate go parabolic, higher and higher. Another new all-time high at 848.04 PHS. We're almost approaching 1 EHS. Another new major milestone, which is massive news. KII is going to be huge again. I'm going to listen to this the moment I stop the stream because this is going to be huge news. I'm sure I heard a lot of very interesting stuff about it, so I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, we're seeing the increase in institutional adoption of crypto right now. We can just see it right here. JP Morgan talking about it. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, everyone just getting more and more involved into crypto. And this is sort of a turning point we're seeing in the market happening right now. The business cycle starting to turn as well. Kappa Ondo, who's the best? Okay. Let's quickly look at Ondo, although my answer is going to probably be Kappa anyways, truth be told. 74 cents. It was launched earlier this year, so it's a very new project, so that's interesting to see. Current supply is at 1.3 billion with 10 billion total supply. Its volume is decent. Market cap's also at 1 billion as well. And exchange wise, it's got some major exchanges, so it doesn't look like a bad project just based on that alone. Again, I've not done enough research into it to see a full rundown of it. Can I please put what on the Discord, Leroy? What are you talking about in the Discord? Yes, the stream. Yes, I'll put that in Discord for you. Don't worry. I'm gonna put it in anyways. Don't you worry. Always keep you guys up to date. So yeah, and we'll have to undo. It's got some decent major exchanges. Still got the likes of Binance to come into it as well. But it seems to got a lot of the major exchanges, which is good. I don't know too much about the project in itself, but just looking at the market chart for it right now, it being launched fairly recently and it being up 300%, doesn't look too bad. But at the same time, comparing that to Kaspa, I think Kaspa's better, and I think Kaspa's probably got more upside potential as well. Okay, this is the last one. Climmer Dow. That is a micro cap if I've ever seen one. Holy mother. That is an interesting project. That in itself does not instill with much confidence as it is, personally. Circulating supply of 7 million with total supply of 5.5 million. It's down basically 100% since its founding back in 2022. Might be doing all right on the daily, but ultimately it's a bit struggling. And exchange wise, I mean, it's got some exchanges, but nothing major. Yeah, I mean, this personally is a project I would steer far away from. I don't know what the project's about, of course, but I would steer far away from it. It does not look reliable in the slightest. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Again, not deep dive research into it, but that in itself does worry me quite a lot. I'm curious to see how long it would take before all the big YouTubers, even institutions, are talking about Kaspa. Well, institutions evidently are already talking about Kaspa. KI is going to be helping with that. And their partnerships include the likes of Shell and the DHL and many more. I think Hyundai as well, everything else. And they seemingly want to get access to Kaspa as well. So the big YouTubers, we'll see. Ultimately, most big YouTubers, I think they'll talk about when they feel like it's ready. They probably know about it. I mean, it's hard for people to ignore Kaspa being at number 22 on CoinMarketCap, 21 even now, 21 CoinMarketCap, and just going more and more. So I think that they'll find out soon enough, and they don't know about it, well, it's their loss, because Kaspa's dirt cheap right now, undervalued as anything. Charles Morales, good morning, my friend. Obviously, it's evening here, and unfortunately, if you've just tuned in now, you're catching the latter end of the stream. I'm about to close up, but feel free to watch the stream from the beginning. There's a lot I'll cover in this video regarding JP Morgan, and the second wave of institutional adoption coming in, what to look forward to with Kaspa, the KII, the fact that we've got this massive roundtable here for the KRI that was discussed that I'm going to go through myself off stream and then talk about it tomorrow and potentially in a video as well. I'm going to put it in my Discord server as well at the moment I get off here as well. So my free Discord server where people will just be able to find this crucial piece of information and learn so much more. So yeah, it's a lot incoming, and good time to be a Kaspa investor. Very, very good time. You're very welcome, my friend. I do them every single day, same time, and I'll be here tomorrow as well, so don't worry if you missed out. Again, you can always rewatch them, and I'll be here tomorrow, so you can tune in for those as well. And if it hits $5, I'll gift you a sub. I appreciate that, Mohammed. I'm sure it will, so I look forward to. I'm going to keep your word to that. Keep your word to that. But anyways, thank you very much for watching the stream, guys. Again, if you enjoyed, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. And if you want to learn more, free Discord server in the chat right here. I look forward to seeing you.